If you are looking for a handbag to withstand fashion trends and last in your closet for the test of time for years to come, you, my friend, have come to the right place. So welcome back everybody, it's lovely to have you all back again, and yes, today I have 10 of the very best luxury handbags worth your investment and that you should have in your handbag collection maybe sometime in the future. So if you're at a stage in your life where you're sick of just trends and that bag coming in for a year and flashing back out again, well, now is the time to start planning your luxury timeless classic handbag collection, and I have 10 of the very best for you here today. So if you're looking for that dream bag, if you've saved up all your money and now you're looking for your timeless classic good quality dream bag, this is the video for you. To start off, the fragrance of the day is Portrait of a Lady and Frederic Malle. I have shown you this one before. I had to use this one because, you know, this is a classic timeless video, so this perfume just suits absolutely the theme of the video. Top notes are rose, clove, berry, cinnamon, then patchouli and sandalwood, and on the dry down you've musk, benzoin and amber, and it is a little beaut. It is classic, it is timeless, and it is very apt for today's video. So number one, you might not be surprised. I'm going to go from number 1 to number 10, and some of these you're going to say, Viv, that was very, very obvious. Yes, because a lot of YouTubers and a lot of us in this community talk about these bags, but it is for a reason. But stick around. If I have any of these bags, I will obviously show you my bags. If I don't have some of them, I will put pictures here on the screen for you to enjoy. I will also actually put some in the description down below of pre-loved websites and of any bags that I find good deals on for you to enjoy. So without further ado, I thought, well, my audience now really love handbags, but we want to be clever about our purchases. We also want, you know, handbags that are going to increase in value, and if not increase in value, at least hold their value at the very least. Now, I just want to caveat this by saying that I know a lot of people say, oh, you know, luxury bag investments. No luxury bag, no luxury handbag, they would say, is an investment. I will have probably people coming on now and saying that's absolutely ridiculous, bags aren't investments, you know, they'll only hold value, they won't go up in value, which is not true, by the way. But I am talking about in terms of if you're going to spend that amount of money on a handbag, well, this is the smart way to do it. It is a really good way. Sometimes, to be honest with you, some of these bags have held their value so much they have actually outdone house price increases and also the S&P 500. Of course, you know, if you want to put your money into something else, whether it be stocks, and actually they've outperformed stocks. Stocks have proven to be way riskier at times as well, so that's another point. But I just want, this is for people who, if you are spending that amount of money, where to put your money, where it's smart to put your money, where it will hold its value over time, where you can wear it in your wardrobe for years and years to come, where it's very high quality, where it's versatile, you can use it for many occasions, whether it's dinner dates, whether it's going out in the evening, and it will do you for a lifetime. I wanted to give a shout out, by the way, also to my subby of the day, who is Mariona Laurent. Hi Mariona, how are you? And if any of you would like a little shout out, just leave comments down below. I'd also love to know what you would think would be the best investment piece to buy as a handbag that would bring good quality, that would last the test of time, withstand trends. That's what we're talking about here today. So my number 1 pick, without further ado, is of course Hermes. Of course it's Hermes, and I'm going to go with the BIRKIN today. The BIRKIN was first introduced in 1984, and it has a really interesting story behind it. When Monsieur Damas was on an airplane, which we would love to be going on anytime soon, Jane Birkin happened to be on the same flight as Monsieur Damas. They got talking over champagne, I hope. And maybe, you know, Jane Birkin had 1 or 2 too many of champagne. She mustered up the courage to complain about the fact that she could not find a handbag that would fit her daily essentials, that she could use every day, that would fit her baby's bottles and everything that she needed. So Monsieur Damas, as you do being a businessman was listening, and as you know, with every good business idea, you're solving somebody's problem. So he handed her the glass of champagne and he started scribbling. And hence and therefore the Hermes Birkin was born. That's the very short story of it. We should actually YouTube the story. It's very, very interesting. And what I love about the story of Hermes is, first, it's a family-owned business. Always has been. They've never, been very commercial or anything like that. They do not advertise. They don't need to. And what's beautiful about the Birkin story is it's all about the story behind the handbag that people love. Also, obviously, it is not easy to go in to the store and say, listen now, honey, I'd love to buy that bag there, that Hermes over there, I'd love to buy it. And she will say, absolutely not. So they have kept this brand so exclusive that we all want it. But we all can't have it, unfortunately. Because the way it works is, they'll say to you, well, it used to be the fact that you were on a waiting list for 6 years. They scrapped that idea, and now the way they work it is you have to know somebody, you have to get to know your SA, or you have to spend. This is hearsay, and a lot of people, I know a lot of the girls in the YouTube community also have actually experienced this. I haven't personally. So apparently you have to spend a certain amount before you get offered a bag, but then you'll hear of other YouTubers and other people who were lucky enough to walk into the store and be offered an Hermes or a Birkin or something of the quota bags. So that is how that happens, and that's how they keep it so exclusive. And we all want what we can't have, now don't we, ladies? Yes, we do. And the more we can't have it, the more we want it. So that's how the whole mystery behind the Hermes came about, and it is stunning, and the story behind it. And what's so beautiful is that the bag has held up its elitism, and people just want to be in the Hermes club of, elitism, exclusivity. I suppose there's a touch of snobbiness if I have this bag and you don't. Not that everybody's like that, I'm not saying that at all, but there would be a little bit of like that somewhere. Also, what keeps an Hermes holding their value is because, obviously, of the price increases, but the supply is very low. Marketing and buying is all about supply and demand. So the demand for Hermes is massive and supply is very, very low. So they can just shoot the prices right up, which they do. A Birkin can start anywhere from $12,000 right up to $150,000. I think there was one sold in Japan in 2017 for $380,000. Or Hong Kong it was actually, making it the most expensive handbag in the world. Yeah, if you have just an odd 400 grand lying around there, sure, you could just go and buy one. I certainly don't. You can buy me one while you're at it. So that was the story, and that's how they do this whole supply and demand game. But in fairness, I know even with the Kellys, which is going to be my number 2, obviously, with the Kelly, it takes 25 hours, between 18 and 25 hours to make one handbag, and it is hand done. So the quality is incredible, the craftsmanship, the attention to detail. It is not touched by one other person for that whole time. It is given all the love and affection of somebody who's a highly trained artisan doing this and hand stitching and hand painting this handbag. So it is an incredible story. And that's why it holds its exclusivity, and just people want it so, so badly. I mean, if you're going to spend that long on a handbag, it is definitely going to be exclusive if it's going to take that long, and so hence supply is low, and they like to keep it that way, and it is working for them. But very, very interesting. And also, you may pay so much at the start, but it sometimes increases a lot of the time, actually, if it is a neutral color or color that's obviously in demand, the hardware and that kind of combination. If it's an exotic leather, it's going to increase in demand. Why do you think all the rich and famous buy Hermes bags? Because they are actually better sometimes than gold, sometimes than stocks. Stocks can be so risky. There is a reason these people buy these handbags. They're not stupid. They didn't get to where they are today by, making stupid decisions. Hermes Kelly is a stunner of a bag, and the Kelly bag was introduced in 1930 and it was rebranded in 1956 when Irish and American, hello, a great relationship, always has been, actress Grace Kelly wore this bag constantly when she was pregnant, and she was married to Prince Rainier at the time, and she was pregnant, and the paparazzi, so the story goes, paparazzi were haunting her and chasing her and wouldn't leave her alone, and so she used the Kelly to hide her baby bump away from the prying eyes, is the story. Another beautiful bag, and apparently there's 36 pieces of leather in that bag. And between the 36 pieces of leather and the hardware and the studs all coming together and put on individually and sewn individually, it's a magnificent story. It really, really is. So the Kelly is my second pick after the Birkin, and one day maybe I'll have one of these bags. I'm actually not sure. I actually love my collection at the moment. I don't know if I want one, but I'm just saying to you out there that instead of maybe, you know, have a think, if you're thinking about having 20, 30 bags, maybe you could have 10, and just 10, and keep it really exclusive and really curated and really be smart and think about how you're going to do this, rather than just buying willy-nilly and whatever trend comes in and comes out, and I'll go with that. So moving on then to my number 3. Of course, I think we would know what number 3 is, and it is, of course, the Chanel Classic Flap. Yes, and I have today my jumbo with me, and mine is in the caviar with the gold hardware, and I just love this bag, I have to say. I got this bag in 2017, I think it was 16 or 17. I paid about €4,500 for at the time, and today these bags are going for $7,500. I know that for a fact, so it's probably about €7,000 they're going for brand new. So that is how much these bags have gone up even in a few years. So there's a great story obviously behind them. Coco Chanel initially introduced the Classic 255, which was it had the chain straps, didn't have the leather interwoven, and it was more like the reissue, which then the reissue was reconfigured as well to resemble the original. But this one came about when Karl Lagerfeld came along and introduced this classic flap in 1983 and changed the original slightly to the double C's rather than the Mademoiselle closure, and then the leather interwoven here as well. So this one has been around since 1983 with the cushiony, beautiful quilting, which is just stunning. And again, the craftsmanship in this bag is great. Not as good as Hermes, because obviously this bag is machine made and not hand sewn, and Chanel have definitely had a few quality issues over the years. But what I will say, the bag has definitely evolved, and a Chanel bag will at least hold its value if you're looking to a lot of the, as we would call them, the unicorns, definitely go up in value. Or recently I bought this little beauty, and if you are to buy an in-demand color or an in-demand style, they definitely will increase in value really, really fast. Like, I paid slightly over retail for this because I got it from a personal shopper, but if I was to pay premium, I could have paid 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 over the price for this. So this is around the size of a medium, which, as you know, this is the Chanel 19, and the medium classic flap is around this size. Is the bag that has actually been the most constant and consistent in the Chanel collection. It has gone up unbelievably. When the Chanel started, Coco Chanel started in 1955, the first bag she had was $250. Wouldn't you have liked to have been there back then, having a few of them? I know it's all relative. In 1990, the very same bag with inflation was $1,190, and you move on to today in 2021, and that same medium classic bag is $6,500. Ding ding. Yep, there's bang for your buck. So inflation has really, particularly in the last 10 years, it was pretty steady up till 2010. And then from 2010 right up to now, as we know, they have like about 2 price increases every year. It has just gone absolutely insane. So that is the reason I am saying this is a good investment bag. As in, this bag is so versatile, so classic, so timeless, good quality, and a beauty, and is a really good and a resale value. As I said, these are just so easy to sell, which is unbelievable. Whereas if you have any of the just trendy bags, sometimes you can't even get 1/3 of the price for them. Now, I do want to caveat all of this by saying, ladies and gents, of course the bag has to be in excellent condition. You're not going to get your money back or the value of if your bag isn't kept well, and I'll do a whole other video on storing your bag if you'd like to see that. So that is Miss Coco Chanel Gabrielle and Karl Lagerfeld, and he sadly died in 2019, leaving this beauty behind him as a little reminder of his excellence. And what a beautiful ode to his memory to leave this bag behind, because it is just a stunner. And if you ask me, in my humble opinion, it doesn't mean I'm right or, you know, any stretch of the imagination, I think this bag could be, they have added it to the classic line, but I think that it could even go up in value because it was one of Karl Lagerfeld's last. Now, again, that's just my opinion, but we will see. Time will tell, as they say. The next bag, number 4, that I have gone for in this top 10 luxury bag collection, worth your investment, your hard-earned money, ladies and gents, I think would be, and you might disagree with me on this one, but she's a classic and she's a beauty, and it is the Lady Dior. And as we all know, a lot of us would know, this is the size mini, and this beauty was made famous in the 90s by Princess Di. And she was gifted this beauty in the medium size by President Jacques Chirac's wife when she went to visit them in France. And Jacques Chirac's wife wanted to gift her something really, really special that she would remember the trip by. And she actually had the bag specially designed for Lady Di. So I think between the memory of Lady Di and the beauty of this bag, she absolutely adored this bag. She loved the practicality, the functionality. She had it in every color, and she just loved that bag. So it's always the story and the heritage behind these bags. People want to buy a part of that story and be involved. It's emotional, it's historic, it's monumental, it's beautiful, and it's just so nice to have a piece of something that, say, Lady Di or somebody like that really loved as well. So this is my number 4 pick, and the reason I say that some of you might disagree with me is that, as you know, once you buy a Chanel, a Lady Dior brand new, it isn't great at holding its value. But if you buy, this is a bag to buy pre-loved. It really, really is. You can get them literally brand new on the pre-loved market because they come down. You can get them for 500 to 1,000 euro less, and they can be in excellent condition. This would be one I would recommend to buy pre-loved for sure. And from there, this one in particularly is about 3,200 euro right now. And I paid 2,300 euro for this bag. So this bag has, and Dior in general, have gone up 15-20%, and Dior are getting as bad as everybody else for their price increases at the moment. So my size wouldn't be as versatile in that it's the mini size. I mean, I'd take her to lunch, no problem. Some people wouldn't, but other people would say it's too small and maybe go for the medium size. But as I said, she is functional, practical, beautiful, stunning, and has the story behind her. Now, number 5 in the list of the 10 best luxury handbags to buy and worth your investment and your hard-earned money, my number 5 pick is, and this is an iconic bag that I have in my collection, and it is the Speedy 30. Now, this bag is around a very long time, as you all will know, and it was first introduced in the 1930s, and it was a very special request by Audrey Hepburn, who requested this bag because she really, really loved the classic keep-all. Now, I have it in the bandoulier style, which comes with the strap, which is inside the bag, but the initial version of this was without the strap. This is the Speedy B, so the initial traditional version is just the Speedy. Now also the very traditional one is in the monogram print, but I have mine in the damier ebene because it is just very durable and all weather, and I live in Ireland. It rains a lot. So as I said, you got to be smart with your choices, but this little beauty really does hold her value. Now I haven't used mine very much. I actually was saying that to you in previous videos. At the moment, because of everything that's going on in the world, but before everything like that happened, I was bringing her to feshes with my daughter, Irish dancing feshes, and carrying everything, and I really want to use this bag for overnight stays when I go to see my parents, please God, soon, and they only live an hour away, so it would be perfect as a little grab and go overnight bag, and that's what I want to use, a little weekend bag. I think she's just so brilliant for it. But anyway, why she's going to be such a classic, timeless, and an absolute investment bag, in that she will be in your collection forever and ever and ever if that's what you choose to happen. She's not going to go out of date. She's been around for so many years, and you know, she will stand the test of time. She will go with everything, and it's not a trend that just comes and goes. And again, Louis Vuitton, I could have picked so many bags from Louis Vuitton. So any of you out there that are thinking, why did you pick the Neverfull? Why didn't you pick what else, the Alma BB or the Neo Noe? I didn't want to do too many from one brand is the only reason. There are definitely more than one bag you could buy from Louis Vuitton that you're not going to have a problem with. I just decided to choose the Speedy today. Now the Speedy is now €950, but that's not the bandoulier, but the bandoulier is 1,290. So they've had serious price increases, as we know, Louis Vuitton. Moving on to number 6, I have gone a little bit outside the box, and I have decided that this little beauty from LOEWE is my number 6 pick of best luxury bags to buy or to invest your money in, because the quality and craftsmanship of LOEWE is second to none. The leather is phenomenal, and I mean phenomenal. This was designed by Jonathan Anderson, and he took a bit of a risk actually, as all the bags previous to this kind of era were structured, and he decided he wanted to make a bag that was very practical to use, but also really soft and pliable leather, which is what he definitely achieved in this bag. It has its unusual but iconic shape. It has definitely become an icon in the last few years, and that's why I wanted to include it here. It deserved its place for craftsmanship, and it's a bag that you're going to use, and that makes it worth it. It's squishy and comfortable. Handbag connoisseurs all over the world know about this bag. Mine is in a limited edition, hence the whip stitching here and the stitching here, and mine has the gold hardware, and it has the darker color cognac strap with a beautiful pocket in the back. It is a stunning bag. It fits so much. It has increased in price over the years. It will definitely retain its value. People love it for its practicality, its ease of use, its comfort, its simplicity. People don't know, it's understated in that it doesn't have logos all over it. If you prefer a clean line bag that, you know, you just want your bag to work for you. You want it to be versatile and go with many different outfits, and you don't want it screaming, I'm a designer bag. Hence the beauty of the LOEWE puzzle bag, and I think she definitely deserved a place and has gone up in value, will definitely retain her price, obviously if you keep her in good condition. And now for my number 7, can you guess? Can you guess what it is? And I want you to comment down below actually. The question of the day is, what would your perfect bag be? Or what would it look like? Or what are you looking for? I really want to start a conversation down below. Is it durability? Is it versatility? Is it clean lines? Is it no logos? Is it what it fits inside? I really want to know what would your request be? If you were Jane Birkin and you were sitting on the airplane with Monsieur Damas, what would you ask him to design? I really want to know that. Now, my number 7 pick had to be in here, and is the CELINE box bag for many reasons, but one top reason being of it is just the most sophisticated, chic, well-respected brand out there. It is just so beautiful. As you know, it's Philo Philo. She is gone now, but she designed this absolute beauty. The original of this bag was out in the 1970s, and now they have brought it out in lots of different variations. This is the small size. They have it in the teen size, which is slightly bigger, and then the original, which is the medium size, which is bigger again. Mine is in the small size, and look at just the sophistication. It's subtle, sophisticated, sharp and sleek and minimal and elegant, neat and simple. It is just so stunning, and I love the variations it has come out with in this bag. It is just a stunner of a bag. I don't get enough use out of this bag. I really want to, but I can't let her go for those reasons. I mean, she's no frills, she's just simple, she's made beautiful. The buckle on her is just stunningly elegant, and again the logo is even hidden underneath, as you can see here. That is the older logo when Philo was around. People are still willing to pay the price for this, and even on the second-hand market she still holds her value, and that's why she's on this list. Your return on investment really is very important when you're buying a bag, in that how much you get to wear it or use it or, you know, value it, and that's really important. And moving on to number 8, I had to go with this beauty. For similar reasons, she is just, I mean, the beauty of this bag is just undeniable. I mean, look at her. She's so stunning. It's the box calf leather, and I wiped off, I don't know if you watched my last video, I had a little mark here. It was literally makeup, and I just gave her a little clean today that buffed out. The leather is perfect. Some people are afraid of it, but don't be. But anyway, this bag was brought out in 2011. This collection, it was introduced in 2011. Bestseller, well-loved bag, clean and simple and practical. It just fits so much inside this bag. Really packs a punch, and I know that's one of the characteristics some people love, and you know, it has to hold a lot, and it doesn't look like it holds that much, but it really does. You can fit a little small umbrella in here, bottle of water, the whole lot. This bag it would suit anybody. I can see it in somebody from 20, 30, 40, 50 and upwards wearing this bag. It's versatile, and it is just classic, timeless and practical, and so why wouldn't it stick around? People adore this bag. There's a crossbody strap that I have inside, so you can wear it that way, and the beauty of the hardware on it as well. She's a bag that's going nowhere. She's been a well-loved bag, and I think she's going to be around for a very long time. One of my daughter's favorites. Now, number 9, we are moving on to a different brand, and I've decided to go with YSL. YSL had to be in this video because YSL are worthy of being in this video. They are just amazing quality. You know, I've gone on about them before, and their cost, I mean, they are really value for money, I have to say, and I have to give it to them. Their leathers are amazing. Now, I didn't just go with one bag here. I'm going to start off with the Sac de Jour. I'd never had the Sac de Jour. I know it was massive trend a few years ago, but what I like about it is it's still kind of around, it's understated, it's versatile, it's practical, it's functional. It's quite like the Birkin actually, but it's more affordable. Affordable shouldn't be in this video. You know what I mean, it's all relative. And a lot of people would buy this maybe instead of the Birkin if you didn't have that kind of a budget, but it is a beauty of a bag. And again, YSL, particularly on the Sac de Jour, the logo is very small, it's discreet, it's subtle. It's what a lot of people like, just clean and minimal, and doesn't scream, I'm a designer bag. Now, I've also gone with, and I had to put her in here, as you know, my love for this bag, my little YSL toy, LOULOU. She's just brilliant. She really is. Again, durable, practical. I just think with the YSL bags, particularly the Sac de Jour, that bag will never age. And it's timeless. That's what really defines a classic bag. If it's timeless, if you're not going to feel like it's out of fashion, you know, withstands those fashion trends and lasts in your closet yet again. And I just think with this one as well, she's, you know, she's brilliant. She's great leather. She's durable. I can wear her in the rain. I don't have to worry about her. That's what makes these pieces so good. YSL are elegant, and, you know, they can be quite discreet. I know you might say, oh, you know, the YSL logo is kind of screams, but you can also choose this color combination, and the Sac de Jour is quite discreet as well. So that is my number 9 pick. And for number 10, and last but not least, I've gone with something a little bit unusual, I think you might think, and I have gone with Alaïa. And the reason I've gone with Alaïa is because this bag is beauty and elegance personified, or not personified, but you know what I mean. It screams elegance and chicness and beauty, but it doesn't scream, look at me, with logos all over it. It is just is what it is. It's that one that sits in the corner, doesn't have to scream out. People just gravitate towards the bag like they gravitate towards the person, and they say, wow, what is that bag? Because look at the structure on this bag, the feet on the end. Not everybody has this bag. That's why, and don't get offended, I didn't pick the Neverfull. I do love the Neverfull. Of course it's worth the money. Everybody raves about the bag. I didn't pick it because I don't think it would. You can keep that bag in good condition, really, because you would use it so much. But it's whatever is value to you. So if I wear this traveling or anywhere, it's going to look really, really well because of its structure. It holds its structure. You can put it in the seat in the airplane at the bottom, kick it around. It's not going to, you can clean it off. It is just a beauty, and they come in so many different sizes and so many different styles. The colors and variations are beautiful and subtle. They have beautiful pastel colors as well, and I think it's ladylike. I think it's elegant and sophisticated, and I definitely think it's worth the money. I let my Prada tote go, even though I love that bag, and Prada are another brand that they have a lot of beautiful stuff, but there had to be 10 today. That was it. And so that is why I picked my beautiful Alaya, and that is why I picked all of the bags that I did today. And I hope you got some value out of this video, and I certainly learned a lot, particularly about the history as I was going through. If you like this video or any kind of videos like this, let me know. We'll start up a conversation, and I really do hope you enjoyed this, and be careful out there, make good decisions, and you've been asking me questions on Insta, so send me any questions. I don't mind, I like helping you. And until next time, we'll come up with more lovely ideas. Hit the bell, hit subscribe, hit like, mind yourselves, be kind, be safe, be compassionate. Love you lots. Mwah.